Welcome to this episode of the American Road Trip here on Mike's Motorworks, and we are at, if you can see that behind me, ZMAX Dragway here in Charlotte, North Carolina for the NHRA Nationals. You don't want to miss what happens next. It all happens right now here on the American Road Trip on Mike's Motorworks. Let's try to establish a little bit of the lay of the land over here towards the 4-wide drag strip over there, ZMAX Dragway. Of course, we got camping, and then, of course, here's the dirt track, and then over there is Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is a huge, huge place dedicated to our passions for autosports and racing. A really cool place to be at. I believe this is live coverage and broadcasting . On this side, I think we have sportsmen, and of course they will pull in this way. And I believe on the other side we have our pros, and it looks like they might take a tunnel, or there's a separate entrance around that side. Now, the plans were for Pop, John, and I to be up just the road and camping. Of course, there's camping all over the place here, right? I mean, I'm looking out right ahead of me, and I'm seeing like campers and a campground and another one over there and another one over there. And the lots are pretty full, not the fullest that I've seen, but, that was the initial idea. And we were going to come up here to support Jimmy Stahl, who was running in Super Comp. And he ran in Gainesville and invited us up here for the event. And we made arrangements to make that happen. Well, unfortunately, Pop's health is declining. And, without going too much of his personal details, his heart is failing him slowly but surely. And he only has enough energy to make it through the mornings. He just doesn't have the ability to do the trips like we did, several years ago, or to come out to the races like we did several years ago. So fast forward a little bit, and John and I were going to come up and take the camper with us. But, Jimmy had a family emergency to attend to and is unable to attend it. So pray for Jimmy and his wife. Meanwhile, I decided to go ahead and come up here anyways because I'd already taken time off of work. I'd already taken time off the regular job. And I'm like, you know what? 4-wide Charlotte, new drag strip I haven't been to before. I'm going to take advantage of it while I can. I was definitely correct about the other entrance there, so that's a convenient way to do that. You got the YES program for youth over there. That's kind of awesome. Let's just get some sights and some sounds. I'm going to unplug my personal mic and just let the text on all the trailers here speak for themselves. many hours goes into our favorite rides, right?
Oh yeah, this car has probably got 300 or 400 hours in it.
So are you guys putting LS motors in all the old Chevys now?
I mean, a lot of them, yes. We still do.
Told this is an LS7. Obviously, it's got the Holly Sniper set up on there. You can see the fuel rails and the injectors. Kind of cool.
Modernizing, that's what we do. I agree. Modernizing is what we do. Honestly, that's kind of what we specialize in.
Tiny vacuum booster, rollable brakes. Nicely done. There's the information over there. Love the blend of old and new. Of course, you got aluminum there, but with the finned LS7 covers on there. Really nice. Engine control module. Every time I see something like this, I'm inspired to go back and work on the CUDA a little bit more. But right now, we're in fundraising mode. Pretty. Love the old school two-tone paint. Classy.
Sometimes it's just better to start over. Well, no, there's nothing wrong with it, but we are more successful. You wouldn't do nothing.
Love what they did with the leather. Pretty. All the detail. Very nice. Here's our schedule. They already started running yesterday with Sportsman's, and looks like Gainesville comp eliminations. Looks like a rollover from the rainout they had over at the Gator Nationals. Friday we got racing from this morning all the way till 7 o'clock. Looks like a Nitro Under the Lights. That'll be fun to watch. Seen that before, but we're going to see it again in 4 wide. They got 2 rounds of the big boys, as my dad likes to call them, Nitro qualifying. And then Saturday looks like a shorter day. Might be able to make it back to the hotel to watch the Florida-Miami game. That's kind of awesome. So we got a lot of coverage today, a lot to go through. I'm going to try to preserve as much battery life as I can, but still get you guys the best information and the best scenes possible.
76.8. Jason Galvin starting.
And Joe, with the man beater down here, it's a great run there for Chris and that team. What's it like working with Chris Bang in the car this weekend?
Not get the start he was looking for. That is a team that's got the power. It is 6:56.8.